Hi Scorpio, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to another Love Bite. Scorpio, let's see what are the messages for you. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. Scorpio Spirit. All right. 3 cards for the first person, Scorpio. The Moon, Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups. Okay. Second person, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Mutual energies, Justice, High Priestess and the 10 of Wands. Bottom of my deck, I have the Strength card. Somebody is very scared. Very scared. They are looking for courage and strength to go and face their person now, who they feel has strong boundaries in place. Will probably cut their head off, but they do want to apologize. This person definitely wants to apologize for all the wrongs that they did. They want to go and apologize, but they are very scared of what the other person might say. The other person says, yeah, all I wanted was something long term, something stable, something that could, last a lifetime, but they took my love for granted. They never loved me. They just kept taking my love. But it's like I feel that my love was taken for granted. So I'm releasing this connection. So that's the first look I have from the first 2 lines. I'm going to clarify these and then do your mutual energies, Scorpio. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Scorpio and their person, Spirit. Scorpio and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Scorpio and their person, Spirit. Let's take a few more from another deck. Scorpio and their person, Spirit. All right, just a few more from a third deck as well, Scorpio, and then we'll start the reading. Scorpio and their person, Spirit. Last one. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Scorpio, if any of you are looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Scorpio, says, "It wasn't you, it was me. I'm to be blamed. I accept fault for this. I carry guilt for the way I mistreated you. You're perfect in my eyes. Don't ever change. We've both changed a great deal. I fear you've moved on from me. I'm drafting up what to say. I'm stalling. The nights are so long. How do you know so much? I'm afraid of what I might say. When I'm feeling low, I close my eyes and I can feel your presence comforting me. I'm so grateful for our mystical connection. I was stuck in my pride and ego, and I'm feeling very frustrated and foolish. I know that my behavior has really disappointed you, but I'm even more annoyed with myself. Letting you walk away from me is my biggest regret. I should have fought for you and for us. My family doesn't understand our connection. I've told them how I feel about you and tried to explain it, but they have particular ideals and they don't understand our spiritual love. All right, so these were some of your messages, Scorpio. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. I'm going to first focus on the first line and then the second line. So this is person A, person B. You could be either one of them, and please remember, these are not gender-based. All right, so person A, what's the moon card for you? What's the moon card for you? Yeah, I think they are very scared now because now they see the other person as their wish come true, their star. They want to have this conversation, but they are scared of where the other person is at. I mean, they could be trying to find out through spying or gossiping or whatever. I mean, they're trying to find out where the other person is at. I mean, this person has recognized, I mean, secretly they know that person B is the one for them. This is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. This is the person who was always loving, kind, generous, perfect marriage material. So they're going through a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety because I think they behaved like a fool in the past. They let person B go, or they never fought for the connection like the card said, and now they could be blocked. There could be a blockage between them. So they are going through the dark night of the soul right now. They've recognized now that person B is the perfect match for them, and they want to step up and they want to be there for them. They want to prove to their person that, hey, you know what, we are meant for each other, or we could have had it all, or let's get together. But they're scared. Why are you so scared? If you know all this, why are you so scared? What's the Queen of Swords? They're scared because too much of time has gone by. They feel the other person is now very protective of their energy, is guarding themselves, may not want to, have them back in their life, may not see them as a long-term partner, because I think in the past, person A was pretty selfish. They were self-centered. They were only thinking about themselves. Now they feel the other person is not waiting for me anymore, and that's making them feel very unhappy that they've lost out on their star, on their sunshine. It's like they want to come and apologize. This person wants to come and apologize to person B, but they feel somewhere that the apology will not be accepted. Even if they were to come back and say, hey, I'm ready now, here's an offer, let's start again, let's build together, their offer will not be accepted for some reason. Why do you feel your offer will not be accepted? Why do you feel your offer or your apology will not be accepted? Because of the way they behaved in the past. They may have been a bit of a player. They feel that person will not believe that they want a second chance, not after the way they behaved in the past. Maybe this person was very immature. So they feel, after all that I did, why will they give me a second chance? They won't believe that I've changed, right? So they feel the other person has, kind of gone quiet on them, and it's making them feel that I've destroyed everything. It's making person A feel I've destroyed everything. Now, as much as they want to talk, they feel the other person has strong boundaries in place. Okay, so person B, what about you? How are you feeling currently? What's the Four of Wands for you? Four of Wands. Yeah, person B says, I really did think this was a soulmate bond, but it didn't turn out like that. I wanted a happily ever after. I thought this was my soulmate, but they turned out to be a trickster. This person was a trickster. They never made me feel safe and secure. They took my love for granted. They didn't treat me right. They were keeping secrets from me. Always thought that this was going to be my, soulmate, and they would return or something. But they have so much of pride, so much of ego. They just kept on and on playing mind games with me. And they never offered me a partnership. They were breadcrumbing me all this while. And I realized that this is a toxic karmic soulmate. Why else would they always keep lying to me? So I had to release the connection once and for all. I gave up. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, person B says, I was not happy. All they wanted was maybe some passion or something, or they were always arguing or fighting, or it was getting frustrating. So right now, person B says, I'm focusing on my own life. I'm focusing on my own stability because I was not valued in this connection. Whatever I imagined this connection to be, or whatever I gave to it, it all backfired on me. All that effort, energy went in vain. I was very disappointed. So right now I'm only focused on making my own dreams and wishes come true. I'm working on myself. Okay, so mutual energies then, Spirit. For the first person, who is scared, but they do want to give an apology. They know they did wrong. Yes, this person knows they did something very wrong, and even though they want to make things right, they feel that person is still very angry and upset with them, is no longer hung up on them, is no longer stuck on them, and that's making them feel very depressed. It's like they want to express themselves, they want to talk, they want to break the silence, but they feel that the other person has already given up on them. Right? High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, they want one more chance. They want one more chance. They're really missing their person. They're depressed about, losing them. They feel their person has blocked them, has given up on them, is not talking to them. Yeah, so person A is going through the tower right now because they feel their bad behavior of the past. Maybe they were, arrogant, or they never were emotionally open, or they were rude or mean or something. They lost their person. Now they have learned their lesson. They want to come back as somebody who's improved, or who wants to take responsibility, who wants to do right by their person. But now they feel that the other person will never trust me. They won't trust me. They've cut me out of their life. They won't even accept an apology, forget a commitment from me anymore. So they feel that their own bad behavior has cost them a long-term commitment. So what about you, person B? What do these three cards mean for you? Person B says, yeah, they're absolutely right. They didn't do right by me. According to me, I just wasted a lot of time, energy, effort on this connection, and nothing really flourished. Everything just spilled to the ground. So that's the reason I am now standing up for myself. I'm no longer waiting for this person. I'm choosing a brand new direction. I feel that that's the right thing for me to do, that if I've learnt my lesson here, I should now move on and find maybe a new soulmate to give my heart to. Right? So person B says that they were carrying all the burden of this connection on their shoulders, which they are now tired of carrying, and they now need to drop it. It's like, I can't be the only one who's, responsible to keep this connection going. I am making a decision that I don't want to reconcile. I'm making a choice that I do not want to have to keep fighting with them or for their attention. It's like I'm done with the chaos. So person B is, I think, just kind of giving up because they feel their person's behavior was very immature, gave them too much stress and anxiety, and it's time to release this so-called soulmate connection, which they actually thought was going to last a long time. But seeing their person's behavior, I think they got, a bit fed up. So tell me about the strength card then. Overall energy, spirit. Yeah, this is person A who now needs to gather up their courage. They need to gather up their courage to come, because they know they have to prove to their person that they've changed. Even though they are not sure whether they're going to get this connection back, they feel that they'll be seen as a liar. They are very depressed about that. So this person could be kind of trying to figure out a way, or trying to find a way to go back to person B, but they don't know how. All they want first and foremost is, I think, forgiveness, so that the conflict can end and peace can be restored. I don't think they're so concentrating on the commitment part, because somewhere they're not even sure they'll get it. They just want to get unblocked, and they want person B's forgiveness, because right now they're really going through it. This person is feeling very down and out, and they're feeling they're getting some bad karma. So they may try and communicate. Even though they value person B, they see person B as their perfect mate, they don't want to look like a fool and just jump into, hey, let's have a commitment, immediately, because they don't even have the courage, to be honest. This person just wants to first work things out with person B. Maybe address the heartbreak they caused. So this person is very, very stressed out. They are up in their head, trying to do all their, homework or question marks or question answers in their own mind, because they're trying to find a way to just make sure this chapter doesn't shut down. So that's what I have for you. Till next time then. Love and light. Take care. Namaste, Scorpio.